how Didier Deschamps said, Omra no mayor Juman from Alele Blue on national team. Deschamps coached 3 clubs in his coaching career before say a day France for no Juman Shanensa. He coached Monaco, he coached Juventus, and then he coached Olympique Club de Marseille. Among for referee in 2003-2004. Monaco team na Kokobo Jose Mourinho FC Porto no lose Champions League final no. It was Didier Deschamps now head coach of that team. And he tells you say Jumano Ura na yache enya na oba start ya ba coach at the amatimbi. He took over in 2012 and in kakra or the Alele Blue for the team no Ababa be do a certain level. But when is after 2026 he has to leave. Because there is a saying that no matter how good you are, if you stay for too long you spoil it. And a good dancer always should know when to leave the stage. And Didier Deschamps or the Jumane Beto na wakwa nipa fraba. Listen, the World Cup is the biggest stage in world football. And to say we will be now to the World Cup, it tells you the pedigree of a coach you are. Now in the history of this competition, only 3 people and on my team as a player. Asan so about World Cup as a coach. The first of them was Michel Zagallo. Listen, Zagallo in 1958 and in 62 won the World Cup with the Brazilian national team. In 1958, he helped Brazil for beat Sweden to win the title, and in 62 they beat Czechoslovakia. Into a 2 times as a footballer. Opape ye coach, listen, in 1970, Olidi Pelo, Jairzinho, Emma Omukokwaje the title at the expense of Italy. And he tells you that as a coach, he's been able to win it, and as a manager, and as a player, and so on, he has been able to win it twice. Now you move from him, and then you come to Franz Beckenbauer the Kaiser. In 1974, Germany for the team now, Omede Kokwaje World Cup, Esha Netherlands for the G, and Franz Beckenbauer the Kaiser was the leader of that team. And in 1990, he became the head coach, and then he led the Germans to win the title against Argentina. Abrana Diego Armando Maradona cancer team. And Didier Deschamps is the 3rd person to have done that. In 98, when the French national team were beating the Brazilians to win the World Cup, he was the captain of that team. And we, 2018, Osanso Toaso, Eba Bebuama France for as a head coach at the title. Now, interestingly, one thing you need to know is that Nipa Mienu France Beckenbauer is a Gallo Nina for now Montiasi. So he's the only living man to win the World Cup as a player and also win it as a coach. Omo makari nyina Vincent omatwa nanom e won siero. Afei my 2018 squad Didier Deschamps di wura mu the final of the World Cup ekokoje title. Vincent eno na da so against Croatia. He has Hugo Lloris in post, Hernandez, Pavard, Varane, Umtiti, Pogba, Kante, Mbappe, Griezmann, Matuidi, and Olivier Giroud. This was a dominant squad. Team Bia Omushia and Bia, they made sure say Omachra was born winning ball, and they are also ready to win a title. World Cup, you can talk about it in so many ways you want to talk about. But listen, enya ball fan ya DJ World Cup. Most teams will play a Bia, obey in a home, born no can no very good and exceptional, obey ball magic. So in 78, Argentina for the Mario Kempes by. In 86, Argentina forced hand to us, so Eddie Diego Armando Maradona Babaji. So Brazil for no, it has been Pele, and in recent times, Ronaldinho, Ronaldo, Omube Lidinoma Babaji. But France, the team we know, it has always been Kylian Mbappe. On the face of the team whenever they win the World Cup. Now, listen, compare these 2 squads on your screen. The one Sabem Kumsono was in 2018, and the one Sani Fasono in 2022. The World Cup finals. Squad and as a lineup of Uran Edijinam. In 2022, Popo Beniho, N'Golo Kante Niho, Samuel Umtiti out, Benjamin Pavard out, Blaise Matuidi out. But he found a way to get good players. Omubesan so ababesha squad no mabuano. So check it 2022 World Cup final na etodwana. Jules Koundé on the right side. The defensive disabilities eboa Argentina for no win a title. Because if it was Benjamin Pavard, ne prime days, and I know the General 2022 World Cup, maybe the story would have been different. Because you know who and held Di Maria, Eddie Jules Koundé fast, so I shared some goals in the first half of that particular game. Now, Yedi Hong come on. For a coach to be able to win the World Cup in 2018, 5 players every muko. then he's been able to replace these guys and come back to the next World Cup to perform and play in the finals. You know? Listen, it is a very, very great feat. So in as much as said, what the title as a player, as about the as a coach, you know, as a coach, he has been able to maintain a certain standard. Right from 98. Now your Jim be said, Saudi World Cup and you are the following one you don't perform. Why are there a group stage near you from now? Into France for no present or about 2002 you Brazil in 2002 when they came in 2006 it wasn't the best. Italy for 2006 bar 2010 on Yamanfa Spain 4G 2010 they came in 2014 it didn't work for them. Germany 4G 14 when they came in 18 you require Netherlands for no the omofaso. Until now baba a normal trend. So Saudi World Cup New Year the following World Cup you are unable to perform. But in 2018 France for Nigeria, you know, they came in 2022. Emma Didier Deschamps and Becherese or no any power betting breaking that gen. No, it was signed twice at the Omura the grand finale, only to lose the title to Argentina. And in living memory, so a game back a best stay with France forever. That final. Kylian Mbappe, Lionel Messi, that battle. Mbappe free Chile, no about Teticano, now born not travel to extra time, only to lose the game on penalty.
Randall Colomoni and Nyadie.
Oh, and they say,
kill the game way. Finish it up.
A sense,
me can't mean one and
oh, yes,
no catch him as a man.
Oh, Baba. And listen, a Juma Didier Deschamps, you know. You can say anything. I'm not forcing a ball near boring. So the France for no ball gamer. We should have that flexibility. Say players no downtown who way his skills no came no. But that is not the most important.
But is it about flexibility and the skill set? And it's about hitting the back of the net.
Brazil for not the now they are dominating World Cup 5 times. I didn't call for be trim to a point. Say when you come to the World Cup and you don't entertain and even you win it, it is not up to standard. Okay. Brazil for those days when they don't have that. And Didier Deschamps is a winner and he's been able to maintain French national team almost standard no to a certain level. See, so free what Zinedine Zidane and after Thierry Henry and I likely so move back. But baby, I'm a Didier Thierry Henry and Fisusa. When you that level, no, so be quite father and Lily Blue national team. They say, or the more competing.
Robert, maybe when you say it's not about matter of say name Fisusa.
Okay.
There are people, there are players, and ex-players, they should just quit coaching.
Okay.
Momo Mehubium. Thierry Henry Nyadie when it comes to coaching. Frank Lampard Nyadie, when Rooney Nyadie.
Oh, but Thierry Henry is all the Olympic team.
One Nyadie, Bema, Lacazette, Nekobo bowling in our Nyadie. You see, sometimes I did do a while. Zizu actually said, Obitima born or park and so Obitima Asansoye, Jumano, or park and so Henry a park and so on, with Diminu.
And even on the park, Saudi Zizu did not the Thierry Henry. Zizu was so very,
yeah.
And our science so added the Champions League on 3 different occasions after what so. So it tells you, say, Obitima managed the squad. Na kakran no ya hwese sen ana no mabesi akọ nti I hope say after 2026 and even in 2026 listen say Didier Deschamps nya ne normal yi no you the right call up no you the right attitude the share players ni mu look squad na France for no they are likely to go to the final once again kakra bi on the Super Copa de España and then you Baso and initially na a winner of Copa del Rey and a winner of La Liga and Coachia normal born just once but you see no mind they say the winner of the Copa del Rey and the runner up and after so the winner of the La Liga any people better so me no na ya draw normal kwa Coachia or Saudi Arabia normal ball and then you FC Barcelona and also Athletic Club de Bilbao and the Bisha Bilbao for any team La Liga no omonta nje bi until when they get an opportunity to win a trophy in cup games, they always go all out because someone say we in a chance they beat him the title maybe. Na idea see and so in over 40 years Omobeji Copa del Rey in the last season and coming into this game Omako 15 games unbeaten. The last time they lost a game was on 10th October 2024 when they lost against Girona. Even in that game, I want to see 2 penalties. The red card back. And some of Mulusu 2 goals to 1. Into almost 4, no, listen, I'm not adding. Almost set your team in the upper. They are very good. They don't care about possession. What they are bobo in our baby, no more the ball not to watch it. No Marshall, no Muko Mubabi. Playing against Barcelona, Bilbao for no record saying their last 6 appearances in this competition or Mabo final. When you are meeting them in the semi-final, are very, very dangerous at the mouth. Again, Barca for any Bilbao in cup games, the last 6 Bilbao are advancing on 5 occasions. So Bilbao ni Barca about cup game now call extra time. I am call penalties Bilbao be real. the last 3 I see no Bilbao for no our in the game now come. It's a very, very difficult game for FC Barcelona, considering the fact that almost recently no man said that and Konyeh and Famomo. But as a Madrid fan, in Kamepe Barca in the final, if we are able to progress than Bilbao for Nebeba.
Open Classico or fan.
Oh yes.
And what is the guarantee? So
that is what I'm saying. Say if
okay,
because Mayu can also need team but if Madrid will be able to progress to the final, I would want to have Barcelona than having Bilbao, because in such final games, isn't I mean, who say a game a bad team the FC Barcelona for. So quite extra time, they won't forget it. They can't qualify.
Okay.
Bilbao with the history and everything to be able to progress to the final this evening.
All right, so Bilbao go to the Eddie Obinya, and I'm seeing say be your best first goal. Sana mimi hono.